that one in two. They won in Orlando and then went up to Nashville, Tennessee, and were able to knock off the Music City representatives. And that leads them into the second round, where they are going to face Columbus Crew. They took 3 rounds in the best-of-3 series to beat Atlanta United, which was a bit unfortunate for yours truly. Yeah, we had that picture back for a second. You saw it, but we're still having trouble with the connection. Again, so sorry about that. We are trying as hard as we can. I assure you we've got a team of people running around there on site and remotely from Vader Media trying to make sure that this screen will show you live pictures rather than just this satellite image, as interesting as it might be. But yeah, that was my local team, Atlanta United. That's my preferred MLS club. Gave it a run. We're not able to beat Cucho Hernandez and Columbus Crew, so Columbus moves on, the 3 seed, to face Orlando City in the next round. But imagine many watching are Orlando City supporters to some degree. You would think even Brevard supporters who are tuning in tonight, being in and around the Orlando area, would prefer that local MLS club as well. And of course, there's been the other Miami club who's taken all the headlines, the one in pink. You may have heard of him, Inter Miami, with the acquisition of Messi this past season. But Orlando City doing pretty well in their own right. Obviously made the playoffs when Miami did not. Certainly not Messi's fault. He came midway through the season and joined a team at the bottom of the league, and for a while it looked like they might sneak in to that top 9, which made the playoffs. Couldn't quite make it happen, partially because of Messi's injury himself. And so a little over 5 minutes in, I do want to assure you guys that even though we are having problems seeing the live picture, we do have, as I mentioned, people on site there in Kissimmee who are not only recording our camera but giving us live updates. So if we do have an important moment in the match, let's say a red card, a goal, of course, you'll get to see it on your screen. You'll see the scoreboard change if we do have an update in the scoring column, and we will be able to relay it to you here live as well. Again, so sorry that this is the commentary that you're getting for now. Danny Catula here with you, live with Vader Media. And again, got a lot of people working on Vader's side. Well, maybe it's a chance to tell you a little bit more about Vader Media. You might have noticed, or you might have watched some of Vader's coverage before. They do quite a bit of UPSL matches, but all kinds of different leagues, different levels and different types of soccer. Done a lot of futsal in the past, some indoor soccer, outdoor soccer, professional leagues, NISA. We've covered quite a bit this season. The MASL and the indoor side of things, and even other sports in the past Vader's done before. And if you want to watch any or all, some of those past broadcasts, maybe catch some of the ones coming up, this YouTube channel that you are watching from right now, well, you might be watching on the United Premier Soccer League, of course, the UPSL account on YouTube, but you may also be watching on Vader Media's account. Either way, if you're already there on Vader's account watching, thanks for being with us. And if not, just search Vader Media on YouTube. You will see our account and you can subscribe. That, of course, will let you know whenever we're live, whenever we have a new recorded match go onto our channel as well. And you may be wondering, well, how can we get all of these matches that are so far away, especially in the UPSL? We've got clients in Texas, Florida. Did some matches all the way on the West Coast, and even in Seattle, Washington, I should say. I almost said Seattle, Wisconsin. I don't think that exists, but we've done matches all over the country this season and every season that Vader's been around, and maybe wondering, well, how can we do that? Well, it's a really sophisticated and well-run remote operation, actually. We have the Vader team itself in Argentina, of all places, out of Buenos Aires, who are broadcasting these and taking the live feed locally from a camera operator there in Kissimmee. And so they run all the graphics. They've got this wonderful satellite screen that we're seeing as well. And so they put it all together. They put up the highlight packages, the promotion of the matches, and they grab us commentators as well in English and in Spanish A lot of our matches, select matches, are offered in both English and Spanish, with English and Spanish commentary, of course. And so that's also a kind of a nice feature of what Vader Media does, try to make it as accessible for people as possible. And so yeah, that's where I come in. I'm actually also remote. I'm not live in Kissimmee or in Buenos Aires with our Vader Media friends. I happen to be here in Bolivia, but I know other fellow commentators I'm friends with who have broadcasted from Europe, from the United States, of course. And it's a pretty diverse group. One of my good friends is Justin Vorster. We've worked in a couple different capacities. He's South African by birth and grew up there on the African continent. So a whole lot of the world is touched in making these broadcasts happen. And of course, usually they turn out a little bit better than this one. So sorry again for the issues. Oh, well, we had it back, and we might continue to. Let's not get our hopes up quite yet. Still a couple of interruptions in the picture for now. We will see if we've resolved those. As you can see, we're about 10 minutes in, and just to remind you, no goals have happened. We would have been alerted to that had that been the case. And let's see. Can we safely say we have it back again? Oh, and I knew I shouldn't have said anything. No, we might really have it at a better level of quality now, at least a bit more consistently for you. Looks like we're something close to that at least. Now we're going to try to work with what we have here as best as we can. Yeah, we are still having some pauses, aren't we? Oh boy, well, we thought we were back. We are still waiting. So we passed the 10-minute mark, and in the little kind of snippets that we've seen so far, Orlando City have pretty much had all of the ball. That's what we were expecting this evening. Very much the kind of style of Orlando City's play. It's not possession for possession's sake. Sometimes you see that with these MLS Academy teams, and there's quite a few, aren't there, in the UPSL that we've covered this season and that have been in the league for a couple of seasons now. Keeps growing that number, almost at 20 now, of the 30-plus MLS clubs have their academies at some youth level, usually U15, U17, a couple of U18s as well, playing here in UPSL. But all that to say, you see a lot of teams that will just play this possession-based style, and it's maybe more stylistic than anything else because, again, the ultimate goal of these academies is training these players, maybe more than winning the individual matches. Of course, for a lot of academies, the talent is so impressive that, I mean, these guys are still going out and winning matches no matter what their emphasis is. But I think for Orlando City, we've seen them obviously prioritize the player development, but at the same time, it's not really possession just to say that they possess the ball. They really do feel like these guys are trying to really win matches, to get forward, and it seems obvious, right, that any player at any level would be trying to win a match. But you kind of see a difference sometimes between teams and maybe coaches or even players on the pitch who kind of have a different goal in mind. A secondary goal, of course, but it's still there. And for Orlando City, at times you just kind of see them play with this intensity, with this abandon, that it's hard to imagine that they're not interested in getting these wins. We've seen it a lot this season, and we've seen it work out for them, and at other times we've seen them some kind of heartbreaking shortcomings. Right now I've actually got an injury on the pitch that we can see. And that looks like Gabriel Rosario, the center back from here. And so, well, of course, when we get the picture back, it's going to be during a break in play. It's a bit unfortunate. And of course, the more unfortunate news is Rosario being there, needing attention. You hope that's not anything serious. From here, it looks like a knee issue. And of course, those can be some of the more difficult to recover from. Rosario was playing alongside Pedro Cruz in the center of defense. One of the first times we've seen him this season. A more new face to the UPSL squad. Good news, though, is it looks like we're not really having any issues with the camera or the live stream right now, so that is positive. So presumably we'll have coverage returning for you when this injury is properly dealt with. There's a couple people out there now trying to figure it out. He's going to walk off, and actually looks maybe a little bit better than we would have thought, given the fact that multiple players are around there attending to him. I think it does appear like he's going to be okay and maybe even actually re-enter the match here. But again, you see the conditions. It is awfully windy on those purple Orlando City tents. You see a lot of movement happening. And you can kind of see in the corner of your picture at times the raindrops coming down. And you can see it on the camera. That's how you know. It's those are some pretty heavy, large drops. And they are coming down pretty severely. Alright, well, it looks like we're ready to get back underway. Again, so sorry we've missed almost a quarter hour of this one, but I think we're going to be able to come back nice and strong and solid and give you a nice live picture here. You just see it's almost like a flag. The player here right in front of you is kind of moving away from us, Thomas Bowe in the 47. That is some serious wind, tough conditions to play in, and that's going to be the type of pass. I think that was going actually to the player closer to him that time, who's on the ball now. That was Owen Drummond, but could see some misplaced passes, some issues defensively for an attacker. It's a lot of fun for a defender. It's a little stressful. And we'll see exactly which club it favors. Now 4 players streaming forward. This is a possibility to attack with numbers. Nice defensive move just to kind of get it away. Slight touch. No touch actually. I thought it took one. Off of number 6. And that's another issue we've got this evening. Brevard has not given us any type of player identification. So we don't know the starting 11. We don't know the substitutes. Unfortunately, we can't identify any of these guys. So for Orlando City, we do have those players. But you'll have to bear with me, as we don't have any information for anybody for Brevard. It's going to be a foul, I think, maybe just for no, it's a direct free kick. It's for contact. I was thinking it might have been for a high kick, something of that nature, maybe an errant hand. Okay, so entering the 17th minute. No score right now. I'll have to wait and see a moment to get an idea of how these two teams are playing. Who's got the edge early on. There'll be a left side throw in advanced up the line here for Brevard. Should be interesting to see how they can utilize these set piece chances. In the run of play, you imagine Orlando City will be the better side. It's a nice throw into the box, taken right back out on the volley, crossed in, and that was vicious. This is out for a corner kick, and we'll see another chance for Brevard. That was a really nice whipped cross in. We'll see this one more time. Comes back out to him, and he just one-touches this. That's a beauty. So difficult to get that right. I don't think people realize he made that look much easier than it was. That was a professional play right there. Well and truly. Corner comes in. That's low. Hit with a lot of pace. Absolutely no accuracy. And Orlando City have the ball again. We'll see this one more time. I don't think the player would like to see it. I don't think that ever went into play. I think it was actually out from the moment he kicked it, which does happen at times, and especially, again, got to consider the weather here. A lot of umbrellas there. You saw a moment ago on that near side from the family members, fans watching this one. Nice switch of play, though, on that first touch. That's going to be difficult all night long to try and get right. And it's interesting because that was number 74. He's right in front of your screen, or well, he just disappeared. Moise Archange. And he was listed on the bench tonight, so that's something I don't know, is whether he was substituted on early on. Looks like he's kind of in the position where Sanchez or Villanueva might have been. We'll see if we can maybe spot one of those guys to make sure they weren't subbed off. Or it could be that they just made a last-minute change. That does happen at times as well. Keep an eye on that and let you know, but in the meantime, those are the types of passing plays that usually lead to attacking chances, and both sides will have to adjust a bit. Rain may be coming down a little bit less fiercely, but you can already see the pitch almost start to get bogged down a little bit in places. It's kind of soaked, and so you just wonder how the conditions will hold up. Maybe a little bit less windy as well. Looks like things have died down in the last minute or so, but that's also not saying much. It was pretty fierce earlier. Long throw in. Really, the run-up was longer than the throw. And every aspect of this match just gets changed a little bit. Again, as a defender, it's just harder in general. You don't know which way things are going to bounce. You don't know if you're going to get a touch right, a clearance right. And it just is one more thing for you to think about tactically. But for attackers, it can be good, and we've already seen it be bad in some senses too. It's good in the sense that even if you can't quite control things the way that you'd like to, first touches, dribbles, even shots being on target, corner kicks, of course, throw-ins we've seen. Even aside from those things, it's a real benefit because you can kind of keep the opposition on their toes, right? I mean, that lack of control for you, of course, also results in a lack of control for the opposition, especially in midfield and defense, and that can really work in your favor if you're willing to be a little bit ambitious. Well, an acrobatic effort to try to win the ball back. There was a Brevard player, and he is going to come back in and get a touch to the ball this time. Isn't really in a good direction from their point of view. That one's headed away. Corner kicks next. Just past 20 minutes here. Orlando 0, Brevard 0 so far. Probably a result that would please Brevard a little bit more than the home side, given that it is a home match for them, and of course they're a little bit higher in the table, favored in this one. A little bit more to play for as well. Here is this corner. A lot of players on the edge of the box. You imagine they'll crash. In it goes. They do crash. The 6 around 12 yards away. A bunch of purple bodies. Cleared out, though, by Brevard. No nonsense. They got it away. A wind picking up. So is the rain. Brevard still taking care of business. Ball on the back line here with Drummond. He'll play it forward. And he had to kind of rush that one backwards. Worked out, though. Just advancing forward. Not much pressure from Brevard. They're going to soak up this possession and try to get out on the counter, which can be difficult to do in the rain. Ball comes through. And, well, not much doing there. Cleared away to save the corner, but it will be a deep throw for Orlando. See if that does them any good. Right side, there's a little bit of space. Yeah, they found the pocket for Owen Drummond. And in that position, that left center back, he's going to see a lot of the ball for Orlando City. Whoa, a big goal! Oh my goodness! Out of nothing! How about that? That's just a beautiful strike. And Drummond had it. We mentioned his name. You're going to see him get the ball here. This is a good job just to find the pocket of space. That starts all of it. This touch, a couple of touches, beautiful. Thomas Bowe just turns his defender around, makes another guy miss with the step over, and from there he just had to bang it into the back of the net. Halfway through the first half, and Thomas Bowe, with a one-man show in Orlando City, thanks to him, are a goal ahead of Brevard. That changes this match a lot. Brevard is going to maybe have to change their style as this match goes on. Got to make sure they don't concede a second, first of all, because Orlando can be lethal in attack when you commit numbers forward. But then for Brevard, they do have to be a little bit more of the aggressor in this one, knowing that to get anything out of this one, they're going to have to score, of course. So there's only been one time all season that Orlando City was shut out, where they didn't score at all, and that was 2 matches ago. Last time out, they were here again. Actually, every single match this season for them has been at home, something we see sometimes with MLS academies. And so earlier on, a week ago actually, just last Wednesday, they played Nona Soccer Academy, and that was a 2-2 draw, which of course they did score in. The match before that was against Celebration Soccer Stars, who are poised to finish second in the regular season standings in the Florida Central Conference, and that was the only time all season long, they lost 3-0 in that one, that they were kept off the scoreboard. This team scores a lot. Brevard, on the other hand, we talked about it briefly. That's the big difference. Orlando City scores quite a bit more than Brevard does on average, or at least that's been how things have gone this year. So Brevard will have to channel some attacking quality, and we're actually going to see a substitution to that end. A bit early, I think, for that, but they sense the need to make a change. Well, let's see this again. Drummond hits it. He just finds Bo back here, and again, we talked about it. Bo and Justin Ellis is also up top. Either one of these guys is going to come back a lot of times just to get their foot on the ball and to get a couple of touches. That's exactly why, because they really like whoever they've got at striker. They've rotated at that position quite a bit. Whoever they have up there, they're really training these guys, you can tell, to be able to, as that's going to be a fairly simple save from TJ Jeffries in the meantime, although no save is simple tonight. But that being said, Thomas Bo, one of those guys who can drop in, receive the ball, possess, and just with a couple of touches, absolutely bamboozle you. This is Colin Gusky on the ball, by the way. Playing a bit more defensively than maybe we thought he would today. And then alongside him in that central midfield role, Marcos Villanueva. That's how it seems to be shaping up. And then we've got Arcange right in front of us, the number 74. Of course, we did not have him in the starting 11 previously. Of course, he's in there now at left back. Actually, I want to say it's well, hard to tell, actually, exactly who he's replaced and whether that was at the start of the match or whether we had a change during the time that we were not able to provide you a live picture. That's a bad giveaway coming the other direction. Orlando's got numbers. This is Dale França. França has nothing on offer that time, so a bit disappointing of an end to the move. There's some nice link-up play, the dummy, and ball given away in the end. Brevard struggling to put together more than maybe 3 or 4 passes. Well, here's Drummond, who has the assist. Not too often you see center backs grab assists on the stat sheet, but that's certainly one that he will deservedly claim. Midfield, chance to move down the left side. Arcange is up there still. Gusky, he'll go to the right instead. Nice ball. Can they get it down? No. That's the tricky bit. For Brevard, the tricky part right now is just finding some way to hold on to the ball and get forward, get a chance on goal. They desperately need one just to kind of break up the play. It's been all Orlando recently. Header backwards. This could be the chance. It's a nice job to clear it away. That is Drummond back there, has been everywhere. Look at this, it is not a good hit. That time it came in from, it might have been Ellis back there. And Drummond had to come in and clean it up. So here's the throw for Brevard. Again, a one-time cross. That seems to be Brevard's specialty. Oh, and the touch. You just saw the number 13 spread his arms out like, oh man, I wish I could have gotten that better. Of course, hardly his fault. It is a slick surface, and the ball is just really, really covered in water at the moment. Ellis. Justin Ellis switches direction. He's on the move with a purpose. Archange. Back post. Players there. Nobody can hit it home. Brevard able to deal with it effectively. Can they get it out of the danger area? Trying to do so. A couple of weird bounces. The rain certainly not helping things. Bo back on the ball. He lost it. It was dropped to Gusky. And that's Sean Platts. Platts again. Gusky for Drummond. Nice little hit by Bo. A little bit behind his target, Gusky, but still is going to find a player. This is Ellis. Ellis side swipes. Going to the left. Archange has plenty of space. Crosses it back in. Oh, should have been number 2. Popped into the air. Not cleared away fully. That should be a foul. It is. No, it's not, actually. We keep playing. Well, yeah. We kept playing on that. That's a bit surprising. I was expecting to see a free kick. Really about the same outcome, though. Brevard will have to go a little bit farther back for the goal kick, of course, but still their possession, and they're going to want to clear this long, you would imagine. Yeah, moving his players forward is the goalkeeper. Pinned in are Brevard. They are going to get a throw in here. I think the ball went out before it was poked away by Orlando City. Rain still coming down in a hurry here in Kissimmee, Florida. Ooh, big clash. And Orlando City will be on the wrong end of the referee's decision. See it again here. It's always so tough. 2 people going for the same ball. Yeah, but in this case, as a referee, I am one myself. You're taught to look at positioning. Who has a right to be in that space where the ball is, and who's kind of coming from farther away to challenge it. I think it is the right application of that guideline by the center referee tonight. Here on the left lane, cross comes in, bundling down in the box. Brevard hands go up. They wanted a penalty. I don't think they had much merit to get one. Referee seems to agree. Here's Bo. Switches. Moving it out left. Archange has seen so much of the ball. These crosses have been nice. Gets another one in there. And cleared out. Brevard taking care of it once again. But they're going to have more work to do. Played back to the left side. Is this on? It is. Bo. Turning. Spinning. Can't get through 2 players, but it is a free kick belonging to the boys in purple. Yeah, I think it was just a couple of plays before that. The referee was trying to see if advantage was there, and it wasn't. Here comes that free kick. It's a beautiful service. Oh, and the flick on. Just a little bit wide. That is a solid effort. Really good ball in from there. And we will get another look. Yeah, it's an excellent service. Couldn't ask for anything better than that. So Brevard keep it at 1-0. Still down the 1 goal. And that was all Thomas Bowe. There's a long ball through the air. That's knocked down nicely, but couldn't be controlled. It was Ellis in there trying to hold on to it. All cleared away to midfield. Not a good first touch. Does stay with Orlando though. And it will continue that way. Down by the corner flag, it's an Orlando throw. Brevard may be on the break. Left side, there's still space trying to cross it in. There wasn't much space and hardly anyone to aim for. Orlando City deal with the danger. That one's hit awkwardly, but it belongs to the Academy. This is Colin Gusky. He's just going to hold on to it until anyone pressures him. Now it's Sarkanch. He was looking for Bowe, who's been a live wire. Time he couldn't quite get on it. Meanwhile, the rain still refuses to relent. It's maybe a bit less windy than it was before. Good play out to the left. Acad has seen so much space all night long. He crosses this one in, and Brevard's there. Cleared out. Throw in coming for Orlando. Acad supposedly will take it. And here is a chance. Nice passing. Top of the box, and Brevard is there first. Goes long, headed back, and Drummond has it. Safe and sound for Orlando. Oh boy, not this again. Well, I think we got it back. That was maybe just a bit of a scare. Or maybe not. We will watch that for you, trying to make sure that the weather doesn't cause any more problems. And the rain is coming down hard, isn't it? Yeah, it does seem to spell a potential problem in the broadcasts again, but hopefully that's just negative thinking that won't come to pass. Left side, Arcange. Given away. Brevard had it. They gave it away too, just as easily. And there on the ball was Marcos Villanueva. He goes down in a heap. What's going to happen here? Not only a free kick, but a yellow card. We'll see this replay again. Oh, and a huge fall. We got to see it better on the replay. Oh, boy. That is probably worthy of the yellow. Villanueva got sent pretty high in the air. And again, if you are having any troubles with seeing the broadcast, maybe a couple of pauses, we are doing our best to make sure that those are as limited as possible, but the rain is not helping. Drummond plays it forward, maybe a shot from here. Well, they'll think better of it and try to build it up slowly. Bo. Drummond again. Now it's Platts. Going backwards. Drummond. Arcange came all the way back. He's done a lot of running, and he is going to have to run back and recover because he gave the ball away in the center of the park. Now it's played forward. Could be space in the advanced areas. What an outside of the boot pass that is, and it should have been an own goal. A huge save from the Brevard keeper. That's incredible. That's better than any save on an Orlando City shot you'll see all night. Look at this again. Great ball in with the outside of the boot, and it takes a weird touch. The goalkeeper. Reaction save. Beautiful work. And he keeps it at 1-0. That is heroic stuff. Orlando City still mounting attack after attack, though. They look like the much better side at the moment. Get another chance to be coming. There's space in the center. They're going to use it to get forward. Arcange, well, he was nowhere near that pass, although I think he was the target. Ellis couldn't quite keep it as he gave away the ball on the errant pass and then couldn't quite recover. Throw up the line, touched Villanueva last. Farther forward, Brevard will just keep it going. This certainly suits them. Some better attacking position on this pitch. And, well, that will eliminate all of it. Ball belongs with Orlando City once again. Here's Drummond. He receives the throw. Back to Platts. Platts surveys his options. Clever touch from Bo, but it didn't find its target, so not too functional. That's out of play. It is ushered out. Orlando's got it. And another Orlando throw. 3 minutes left, and we imagine there's some added time coming. We had that injury earlier on. Other than that, just the one goal and a yellow card to Brevard. Not many stoppages. I think maybe 2 minutes might be in order. Long ball away, turning defense into attack, but the attack will be cut short. Teo França was too far forward. Offside is the decision. Few headers high in the air. Is it on the ground? Now it is. And Brevard will try and come the other way. They could have numbers. Well, they didn't use them. Orlando back with it. Minute and a half until we hit the end of first half regulation. Players advancing forward. Orlando trying to unlock this Brevard back line. Into the corner, played into the middle to the back post. No one's there. Cleared away. Corner kick. Final few ticks, theoretically, of this first half. In comes the corner. Back post. Oh, there was space and opportunity, but it was blasted over the bar. Great services tonight from Orlando, especially given the conditions. So difficult to get those right, and yet they have gotten pretty much all their free kicks, corner kicks. They've been done really, really well. They just haven't quite had the clinical finishing they need in front of goal. There was a huge clash off the screen. What happened here? Ooh, maybe just sticking a leg out, Teo França, where it didn't need to be. And you might get disciplined for that here. He will at least get a talking to. It'll be more than that. It is a yellow card. So each team with a player in the book. Brevard, don't know who it is, of course. And for Orlando City, we can say that it is Teo França. All right, that part's sorted. The player is back up. He'll continue on. Goalkeeper gets it away. Played 1 minute of added time. Looks like we might play a second as well. França couldn't get a touch to it. The pass came through with Justin Ellis. Long high ball. Referee will not stop the play yet for halftime, and that could result in a second goal. França! Well, he put it in the wrong goal, the small one behind the one on this picture, of course. What a touch that is. That's just beautiful work on the dribble, and nothing to finish it off. Laid off to França with perfection. No goal. So we finished 2 minutes of added time. Imagine this could be the final play of the half. Not quite yet. Referee content to continue. Ball through and it, ooh, nearly found where it was headed for. Arcange had to be right there ready to make the stop, but it still could be a Brevard chance. On the throw and they get it immediately in. Not many people there to help, but I think now is a chance where you could send almost everybody forward, knowing this is maybe the last action of the first period. Might as well give it a go. Cross comes in, high, back post, potential still here. Headed away strongly. Well done by the Orlando defense. They haven't had much to do, but on this occasion, when they needed something good, they got it. Foul. Free kick will go Brevard's way. It would have been a chance for the home outfit to counter. Brevard did have most everybody up for that. See if they stay up. No, won't. Nobody's staying anywhere. They're going to their benches. We are at halftime. We are at first half. Sorry for our own technical issues, but the weather caused that and some changes to the way this one went in half number one. Orlando City Academy come out on top of the Mother Nature effects and the way that this first 45 has gone. 1-0 halftime score. Quarter of an hour. That's all we need to take a break and give you the second half of action, so don't you dare go away. You're listening to the Premier Division of the UPSL here on Vader Media. See you soon.
Martin, Nico Colasci with the recovery, once again the cross, they could shoot, and it's in!
It's that that guy Brad who gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Brad.
Newcastle on the right side, the shot and the goal! And here comes the shot and it's in! Bolaci with the recovery. Once again the cross. They could shoot. And it's in!
It's that motor guy Fran who gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful one from Fran.
Malcolm with the right side. The shot and the goal.
Well, halfway through this halftime break, Danny Kachula with you all for live coverage. And we got the halftime highlights of Orlando City Academy and Brevard SC. Of course, just the one goal to show you, and it came right here. This is Owen Drummond, and he finds Thomas Bowe. Bowe does the rest, turns around to defender completely, sidesteps another, and the outstretched leg of a third defender was not quite long enough to get to that shot. Arrows it into the top corner, fully deserved, great goal. They had their chances though for more, Orlando, to be honest. This should have been the second, and it was hardly even Orlando's chance. Great save off of the near own goal, and this one really should have been a goal, that header. Another chance, Theo França really ruining that missed shot wide, so really could have been more, to be honest. I'm told we'll take another break, and we will come right back later. 1-0 the score, Orlando City is on top of Brevard. Back with more next.
Martin, Nico Bolaci with the recovery. Once again the cross. They could shoot. And it's in!
It's that motor guy Fran who gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful one from Fran.
Well, that wasn't too long of a break, was it? We're back. Second half is coming to you right now. And you may be able to tell, it's still not the best of conditions. The rain's still around, but the wind's dropped quite a bit, and it's a little bit more reasonable, so that's good news in some senses. Of course, for Orlando City, they were doing awfully well. Even with the rain being the way it was for Brevard, they'll be hoping maybe a little bit of a reprieve in weather will come with some better results. So early on, a very short, that's probably one of the shortest free kicks we've ever seen. He just kind of tapped it to a teammate who was running by. It's one way to do it. Now on the opposite side, chance for Orlando. They love this left flank, don't they? It'll go backwards for now. No cross was able to come in. That's Arcand. She's going to play it over to Platts. And it's moved farther right. On the ball for now is Jarel Bonilla. And there in midfield with it was a halftime substitute, actually, Herbert Kwakiamoa. Midfielder from Bradenton. Left side, chance to cross this one in, perhaps. It won't quite go in, but that's because Brevard was able to clear it away. Still in Orlando City, corner kick. Just a minute and a half into the second half, and nothing's really changed as far as Orlando City being on the front foot, controlling the proceedings so far. They make it count with a second goal. That would really make things difficult for the away side. Here is that corner. It's right in the middle, in the heart of the defense, and just nobody could turn it home. So we'll do it again. Yeah, the rain might be as heavy as it's ever been. It is really coming down awfully thick at the moment. Now it's going to be short and low. Played backwards. Not a lot doing there. I'm not sure what the purpose was. I have to go back to the training ground. Well, I guess this is the training ground. Going to have to come back here and rework that one. You saw so many players forward as well for Orlando that had to track back. Those are the guys on the ball now. Ball high in the air. And found Ellis for a moment. He couldn't keep hold of it. Cleared away by Brevard. Here's Drummond's. Not the best of passes. Stuck out a foot and got it. For Brevard, now going the other direction. This is Colin Gusky. Right side, Bonilla. Gets past one player. Couldn't get past a second. Nearly did. Drummond wins this one back. Going forward, that's Bonilla. Bonilla still has it. Moves to his left. It's a good pass, and out there on the left, that is Thomas Bowe. Left wing. Well, oh, did he thread the needle? He did for a moment, but he just couldn't quite get on the other side of it. And so we near 49 minutes gone. Plenty of time still left for Brevard to come back and make something of this. And there's going to be a free kick. A little bit of a grab going Orlando's way. So a midfield free kick for the Lions. Those boys in purple of Orlando City Academy. They're still on the ball. For now it's Drummond. Gusky. Kwakiamoa. That's the left. Kwakiamoa again after the pass came in from Archange. Kwakiamoa. That is Moise Archange. He finds Kwakiamoa again. That one's dispossessed, going the other way, trying to get the keeper off his line. And he got back in time. That was a clever little effort, though, from Brevard. Kind of caught everybody off guard, I think. And so that's just kind of the warning signal, I think, that Brevard are not going away. They're down the 1 goal, but of course it's fairly easy and common to see these types of scorelines switched around. Nice ball. Played out to the right side, and it's going to be a foul, I think. Well, yeah, it will be. I'm going to say it should have been. Yeah, that touch there, that just kind of grab. Gets his hand out and clearly obstructs the chance to go forward. That one is going to make Jarel Bonilla the guilty party. He's playing on that right wing now. Ushering this one out is Sean Platts. Took no touches. Orlando City. Earned the rights to a goal kick. Yeah, this weather did get worse again. During halftime, it seemed like it was getting a little bit better, and early on in the second half, it looked like it had calmed down a bit. It's back to being bad, though. Not the best of weather circumstances here south of Orlando. It's already a city with a ton of lakes. Didn't really need any more water this evening, did we? And hobbling there. Oh, and he's gonna maybe have to go down as number 2. Brevard defender. Looks like he'll carry on for now. That's hurting him, though, you can tell. He's playing through it, but that is causing him some pain. I wonder if it's maybe a cramp. You assume it's got to be pretty humid out there. Even being November. But yeah, that looks like maybe it's his shin. Like maybe he kind of picked up a knock from somebody. Kwakiamoa is going to settle it for Orlando. But no one there able to help him possess. So here come Brevard. That is a good defensive move and cleared away safely. Drummond got it done. He actually won his team a throw-in as well in the process of all that. Long throw up the line. Trying to turn it there was Axel Grimaud. Couldn't do it. Brevard cleared away long from one goalkeeper to the other. Orlando City with TJ Jeffries is going to get to kick this one away from his 18-yard box. Midfield. Oh, I don't think Orlando City realized that number 7 for Brevard was behind that ball. He came back and just took it away. Almost looked like Orlando had stopped. Bit strange. Continue to see that slanted rain in your screen. Means it's coming down, and it also means the wind is moving it around. And I will say, it's kind of fun as a change of pace as a player to go out there and just kind of play with a different environment, a different atmosphere, kind of a different feel to the match. I can tell you who it's never fun for this type of condition is for anybody watching in the elements. It's the worst because you're not really out there playing. It's really no different for you. You just have to suffer the drenching that you get out there watching outside. I remember many a game watching just in the car from a distance, a dry distance. Here's Brevard trying to cut out all the distance between them and Orlando City. Ooh, that's not gonna help. The referee says it took a touch off Orlando, so that's gonna be definitely fortunate for Brevard because it really didn't matter if there was a touch or not. That one was going well wide. Brevard are going to get their corner, though. Intriguing set-piece chance, Brevard. Good opportunity to equalize. All the way to the back post. There was someone there, interestingly enough. Other side, they'll try it again. It is well behind the goal. And the corner taker himself from the other side was not pleased with the results of his efforts. A little over half an hour left in this one. Continues to be a 1-0 lead for Orlando City Academy. And it could be more in all fairness. Ball played forward. Bo. Dispossessed. And well, that one just kind of played out. With no fanfare. You wonder if there's an injury behind the play. Outside of our screen. It's usually the scenario where you'd see that. Or was it already a throw for Brevard? No. Oh, it's actually the player who was on the ball for Orlando City. Wow, I didn't even realize he was in pain. Earlier on, remember, we did see Gabriel Rosario be substituted off for an injury he had. It was about 15 minutes into this one. And this time it's a new player in purple who will need some treatment from the medical professionals. Still undergoing treatment. They're going to help him up. Is that Bo there? I think it is. That's one of the last guys you want to see hobble off. He's just going to step off to that sideline. You wonder if he'll be able to come back in and continue. And the fair play moment where Brevard had played it out is reciprocated. They get the ball back. Well, they won't keep it for long, will they? Orlando City back on it, and no pressure on them. Left wing, trying to expose that Brevard defensive line. Battle for it. Brevard do come away as the victors there. Played in here long. Is he gonna find anybody? Well, it sort of did. It didn't take a touch off of Orlando though, so Brevard getting it forward. That's one step of the process. That second step of just getting into scoring range, that's what they've been lacking more recently. Brevard trying to break once more. That pass just didn't find any of the white shirts who were in forward areas. Long switch. It's more long than a switch. I think out there is Matthew Belgadier, who's come in to replace Thomas Bowe. He's had himself quite a night. Does have the only goal of this one right now, the match winner. Brevard with it, trying to control it. Can't do it for now. Orlando back on it. That switch out to the right side, intercepted, but only partially. It's gonna find Belgadier, who was knocked off his feet. Fair challenge, but it's out of play. Orlando City will get to take a corner kick, I believe. Oh, maybe not, actually. It's going to come back a bit farther back. So a throw-in. Or is he going to go up and take it? I'm not sure. I think it is a throw-in. And in the meantime, we were awaiting a Brevard substitution. Long throw-in. Cleared out for now. I think that was out of play. Yeah. So they're going to bring it back over there to where they had tried to keep it in but couldn't do it. Brevard are going to throw from there. In midfield, played forward, turned out to the left. There is space out there. Can they utilize it? Axel Grimaud is in the center. Kwakiamoa has it for now. Switches. Drummond. Through the middle of the park. Good ball forward. Nice vision. Ooh, a foul. Is it in the box? I think it is. I mean, he certainly fell inside the box. The contact could have been outside. We'll see what the referee decides. She did not make a very obvious motion towards the center, the penalty spot. Let's see. Oh, that's close. You know what? I think on second look, hard to see from this angle, I think it's outside the box. And is that the decision that the referee's made? No. She's made a penalty. So that's fascinating because I really would like to see that one more time. To see if we can get an idea. I think the contact for that, oh, and thank you to the Veda Media team. My wish comes true. Look at this contact from 2. Right here, that's outside the box. That does very much appear to be outside the box. So unfortunate break for Brevard. That really should be a free kick. Instead, a penalty, in Orlando City would like to really nail in this result. Shot comes in. Oh, it's saved! Stopped with the fingertips. Not the first time. We've seen an incredible save from the Brevard keeper, so maybe the missed decision here. Oh, it's so close, isn't it? I think an incorrect call for a penalty. Well, it's not going to result in anything. No harm, no foul, I guess you could say, for Brevard. Huge moment for their goalkeeper. Orlando City will keep looking for the second goal that would make things much more difficult. Here's Brevard. They'd like to equalize. Not a good ball. Trying to go for the through ball for his teammate, and he was in space. Couldn't find him, though, on the service through. Well, still going. He goes down. Referee is going to whistle for a free kick. And it's in maybe one of the most dangerous spots there are. From here, you put 2 guys over the ball, and you could try to curl it into either top corner. A little bit of space, just enough to get it over the wall and back down. It's that top of the half circle. That is ideal positioning. All right, let's see what we've got. Back post, well, that wasn't much of anything, was it? Not the best decision. Huge wind at the moment. Lots of rain, too. And on the sideline, they're just trying to get their umbrellas sorted. Imagine even still with the umbrellas, the rain is getting in a little bit. For those poor souls on the sideline. This ball does finally get thrown in. Grimaud. Kwakiamoa. Out to the left. Arcanj, he's still going. Still Moise Arcanj. He is tripped up, but it is illegal, according to the referee. Looks like they got all ball that time. Nice challenge. And this one played backwards to the goalkeeper. Work to do to get it around the pressure. More pressure. Bonilla is in the flames at the moment. Stop play here. About 20 minutes left in this one. Brevard trying to hang on to hope, get an equalizer here. The referee just moving the proceedings back. Also, seems like she's having a conversation with a couple players. We've also got a substitution. I'm not really sure what happened on this sequence. Looks like a restart for Orlando City, maybe a dropped ball. And it's an attacking change, not surprising for Brevard. They're going to have to roll the dice a bit. Yeah, drop ball to Brevard. They're going to kick it back to Orlando City, who had possession at the time. Again, not really sure why we stopped playing in the first place, but we're back underway. Brevard defending as resiliently as ever. This header comes back to TJ Jeffries, and that header had to be just right. If it was under hit, chance for Brevard to come in and steal it. Of course, the worst thing you can do is overhit it and knock it over the keeper and into your own goal. It's happened before, of course. Nice high switch of play. And in the end, Belvedere fought it down, but off of a Brevard defender. Got a corner and nothing more. Jeffries, he'll go to his left. Has it back. It is errant, to say the least, the pass. Good ball through, moved out to the left. Oh, they had it completely covered. Orlando City defensively was ready for that move. And I think in general for Brevard, they're running into the trouble of they just don't really have a whole lot of numbers forward. They kind of have the guys trying to have to do it themselves. Not getting much help at the moment. Here's Owen Drummond. It's going to move it out to the left. Through the middle. Ball through, and Ellis was trying to find a teammate out left. Couldn't do it. Foul against Orlando City in the meantime. This free kick is going to be careened off of an Orlando City player. Brevard trying to make a point. Their point is taken. And understood, it's a yellow card to Orlando City for delay of the restart. Lots of long balls recently for both sides. Not really playing on the ground. It's simple attacking football, just trying to get forward. Orlando City want the second goal that would conceivably put this away. And it's going to come there. It's onside and the goal counts. Both goals this evening have come out of almost nothing. This one is crossed in from the left wing, and it just found its target 2 yards from goal. Out here on the left side, look at this. There's just so much space in the center, and that's just knocked in. Simple as you like. Colin Gusky gets it this time. Gusky's been in there all night long. They made a lot of changes. Gusky is one of those guys who's just kind of a calming presence. Very well-rounded in midfield. He's played some defensive work as well. But this time he gets forward and just finds himself in the right position. And well, for all those great saves we saw, the penalty miss, all kind of feels like it's for naught for Brevard. They're down 2 goals now. Once again, Colin Gusky, that second goal scorer. And so Orlando City up by a pair. They say it's the most dangerous lead in football. You never know. But of course, still feel better about things than they did a minute and a half ago. For Brevard, really, their work's cut out for him. You would think in the next 5 minutes or so they would need to get a goal back just to kind of put some belief in the team and make those last 10 minutes a little bit more feasible. If you get it within 1 goal here fairly soon, that's certainly not impossible. But you want to get that first goal sooner rather than later. You don't want to leave it on until really late. It's so rare that you see a multi-goal comeback in the final 5-10 minutes of a match. Great use of spacing and passing from Orlando. Still space for Drummond. He'll finally go out wide. Moving into the center. Chance for a cross maybe. They keep it on the ground. Going for Gusky again. Ellis tried to find him with the clever first touch pass. It was too far ahead of him. Less than a quarter hour left. Minute 76, almost 77, between Brevard SC and the leaders in this one, Orlando City. Get another look at this goal. And that pass out to the left sets it up, but it's this cross. Just settles it, sees he's got some space, puts it right in the middle, and that's exactly what you want your player to do when he's in front of goal. Just finish it. Don't do anything fancy. Just knock it in there in the back of the net. Simple as that. Don't overcomplicate it. Colin Gusky, number 68. He did it. Now it's the substitute Belgadier. Gusky was pushed. He didn't like it. But he'll play on. Midfield. Ball played through. Intercepted, but they couldn't keep hold of it out there. Orlando's got it. Stayed in play along the touchline. Goalkeeper TJ Jeffries gets a rare touch. Sean Platts. Good turn. Off to the races maybe. Bonilla. No, not the best of passes. Free kick after that for Brevard. And they could try and break. Heavy touch. Chance gone. Other way. Could it be 3? Grimaud. Grimaud has space. He hits it. No touch. He just knocked it over the bar. He made some space for himself with this touch here. Watch this first touch inside, second touch inside. He's got space to hit it. And it just kind of skies. Leaned his head back a little bit. Didn't get the right contact either. Not the best of goal kicks. That hasn't been the goalkeeper's strength tonight, has it? He's been great with reaction saves and positioning. He's unlucky to have given up 2 goals tonight. because two others really should have been goals that he saved. Entirely his effort that kept it from being, I don't know, 4-0, maybe more. Substitution also going to take place. I think it's Brevard's. Well, hard to tell, actually. Ball thrown into the box. Still there. Still in by the goal line. And he'll just dribble it out. Good pass as well. There's space. Going forward. Axel Grimaud. Grimaud turns. Attacked from behind, but he got it forward. Bonilla. Bonilla. Kwakyeamoa. Archange. Good turn. Could have a hit from here. You will. Had the keeper sprawling to save it, but he didn't make any contact. Didn't have to. Over the bar. Goal kick Brevard. You saw it, just kind of similar to the Grimaud chance earlier. Had his space. Gotta like the initiative to take the strike. It's good shot selection, but just the execution. Not quite good enough on that occasion. Of course, they probably won't be left to regret those missed chances, Orlando City, given they've got the 2-goal lead, and given that, all in all, Brevard have failed to offer a whole lot of attacking threat or spark. Gusky, most recent goal scorer. Archange. Still there. Through two defenders. Played out to the left. Is it still in? It is for now. Yeah, it stayed in. Throw in Orlando City. Could a shot come from this? It will, but sprawled out wide. Goal kick Brevard. Again, a lot of these chances for Orlando City, they're just in the right place in fortuitous moment and make the most of their chance. That time, of course, chance was left begging. For Brevard, they just need to create a chance. And of course, at this point, no margin of error. Got to score it as well. Got to do that twice. On the ball here, some clever dribbling. Into the corner. Player goes down. Nothing there. Orlando City goal kick. 7 minutes left, and we'll hit 90. Time really running out for Brevard. Would be a really nice win for Orlando City. Only got one match left after this. They're playing Marlex, who are directly ahead of them right now in the table. Of course, that 3 points would allow them to pass them up, and that would be for 4th place. An all-important number in the Florida Central. Ball given away. Brevard not going away yet. Excellent intervention. Gusky makes up for the mistake. He'll go forward with it. Lots of space for Belvedere. Matthew Belvedere through the center. And it had Grimaud for a moment, but he let it go through and didn't get on the other side of it. Brevard, nothing. Long throw in. The more that Orlando can just hold on to possession here, make sure Brevard don't get any wayward chances or strange bounces. That's going to really help them out. Here is Brevard. They're back on the ball, and they're going to send everybody forward, you imagine, at this point. Running out of time. They want a foul. They get one. So here's a free kick to come. See it again. That there is a touch. Yeah, it's the extended arm. It is Matthew Belvedere who is guilty on that occasion. Seems like a good choice from the referee to adjudicate. Here's a low ball in, not what they wanted. Brevard have to try again from their own end. Played into the center. Offside, looked like it live, and it was. Ooh, that shot forced to save, but of course it didn't count. TJ Jeffries couldn't have been sure. Still had to make that stop, and he did. Plenty of space now. Brevard opening things up in the attack there. Left vulnerable in defense. Along the goal line, stays in play. Belvedere. Belvedere, top of the box. Ellis lays it off. Bonilla does the same, and it's 3, and we are done for. Orlando City have full control. That's surely going to do it now. Really nice layoff for Bonilla. He'll grab an assist here. Cut in by Belvedere. This finds Ellis, and he leaves it off Bonilla. Yeah, just a good little touch to leave it there. And so it's 3-0. Orlando City. They're going to take all 3 points tonight. That'll put them right back in the hunt for 4th place. For Brevard, they will theoretically have 3 more matches coming. I believe it's only going to be 1 at the end of things. They've got a couple results in that weren't recorded by the UPSL quite yet. Not super active on social media either, so we can't quite determine if a couple of those matches have already been played, or exactly what the deal is with a couple of those, but they're going to stick to their 7 points they've got on what for now is 7 matches. That ball goes wide. Actually more deflected than shots from there. Player for Brevard is down. Hate seeing that. Of course, they would be the ones that would want to get the ball in quicker. On the other side, you could make the argument, oh, he's just down to waste time. You see that a lot for a team that's leading in the past final couple of minutes. Orlando City, for their credit, they're still taking the game to Brevard, and here's case in point. They're looking for number 4. Looking, but they won't find one. Interested to see how much added time there is. 2 minutes left before we hit 90 minutes, and I mean, sometimes a referee will recognize that it's a bit lopsided of a scoreline and things are essentially over. No need to add too much time, but we did have 2 goals. Had at least one yellow card. Memory serves, I think it was just the one. Not much else happened to stop play. Although, we said the same thing in the first half, and we played almost 3 minutes of added time in that instance. Free kick in the center of the park. Atlanta City will use it to let some time run off. They play it short. Oh, bad giveaway. Hold on. Little sweeper action that time from Sean Platts. He's able to get there. Gonna be a free kick here, though. Platts getting it forward to where the kick is taken. It goes right back to him. Marcos. Again given away. Brevard getting chances. Not using them too effectively though, are they? That has been the issue. Maybe a chance to get one back. Right on the stroke of 90. That one hits Jeffries right in the gloves. He's happy to claim that. Into added time we go. Up to the center at 3. How much of that we will play? For me, I think maybe 3 minutes, let's say. For Orlando City, they'll push their total to 14 points on the season, moving to 5th place, as they've been in a while, and just the one more match to go against Marlex, as we mentioned. And will we have any more? Referee with the whistle in her mouth. But we're still playing for now. Thrown in. Long hit, and well, I think Jeffries touched it. I think he had to make a save there. See it again. Yeah, he sure did. That I think was going wide, but a nice hit, so, well, Brevard from a 50-yard shot is going to get a corner kick. He was on target officially. Ball comes in, right back out. Brevard will have a hit. That's picked up. Referee says it's a foul, though I think the goalkeeper Jeffries had it in his hands and it was knocked free. That is illegal. Into the 93rd minute. Played short, very short. And that is it! Orlando City Academy, 3-0 winners over Brevard SC. That's the way that it finishes. 2 second-half goals laid on in this one in the final 15 minutes. Make sure that Orlando City goes home with all 3 points at the expense of the visiting Brevard SC. Let's see what we got there. Match highlights, 3 goals to give you across this one. First half, first goal, Owen Drummond. He finds Thomas Bowe, who was taken off with an injury later on, but before then, well, he looked fantastic. He knocks one back. Launches, finishes, made it look simple. That's the first goal, the only goal of the first half. We get to the second half, and Orlando City attacking to the right. They get a penalty kick. You would think it's 2-0. It is not. Huge save from Brevard SC. So it stays 1-0, but not for too long. Nearing the 75th minute, ball goes out to the left. Saved, crossed in, and just knocked home. Looked really simple from Owen Gusky. That's goal number 2, and then one more was to come from this right side. Belgadier switches it, finds Ellis, and then top of the box, moved out to the left, slammed home. Looks, again, fairly easy. Certainly wasn't as easy as it looked, but Orlando City did make it quite simple. So from here in Kissimmee, Florida, south of Orlando, once again, it's a 3-0 final. Results in favor of the Lions. Orlando City Academy, they are the winners over at Brevard SC. Well, folks, that's all from us. Thanks so much for listening with us. Again, if you were with us in the first half, so sorry for those earlier troubles. Glad we were able to figure this out and give you a problem-free second half. But for everybody here at Vader Media, thanks so much for tuning in. My name's Danny Gattulo saying thank you so much for listening this evening. See you next time. Until then, thanks and be blessed.
For Martin, Nico collection with the recovery. Once again the cross. They could shoot, and it's in!
It's that guy friend who gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful one from Brad.
From the right side. The shot and the goal! And here comes the shot, and it's in!